Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubtfire again.
You said you wanted to be a drag queen.
Hi everybody, I'm Kirsty Meakin and this is the Nao Nails YouTube channel. I'm going to show you some chromes today. These are brand spanking new. They're not just a normal chrome, they have like colour shifting properties. So let's get cracking. So Nao have sent us these, because obviously everything that's new they tend to send us. So I have, these are not for my makeup.
Although, you need bigger ones for your makeup.
Yeah, trowel. This is a pack and you get 6 in the pack. We'll put the link below. I'm going to leave them upside down. They're so pretty, the pops are as well. Sorry about all the crinkling. Sorry, there's too much crinkling going on. I'll just empty the whole lot out. I mean, just look how fandabulous they are.
Yeah, very nice.
They are beautiful.
Even I can appreciate something like that.
They are absolutely stunning. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to base some nails in black. Because I always think that chrome just looks amazing on black. I'm not going to do that with this one. We'll do a black and a white one with this one. But I want to do some other little effects as well. So we don't want, this is not just a swatch video. So please keep watching. We're going to do some other things with the chrome. So I'm going to use Serious Black. Obviously, it's the best black ever. And I might even get away with one coat because I'm putting chrome on. So if it is slightly patchy in places, it doesn't actually matter because the chrome will cover. And also, Serious Black is like, well, just look. It's an essential colour to have in your collection. First one I'm going to use is this one. It doesn't have a name, but it's the one that's purpley and green. Oh God, I'm so excited to use these. I just love them so much. Now this is where I open them and it just explodes everywhere. So hopefully that won't happen. Look at that, I've got no nails, so I can't even. Oh my God, look at that. So they are chrome flakes. And if we just have a real good look at this. And can you see how it colour shifts? Purple, green, purple, green, purple, green, purple, green. I am going to top coat my black nails. Now these chrome flakes can be used with acrylic as well. But we'll do that in another video. I don't want to overwhelm you all. Maybe we'll use them on Faye. She'd like them because they're sparkly. She'd probably want every single one though in one nail because that's what she's like. Now, do not sneeze, blow or breathe too heavily over the top of these chrome flakes because they will fly. They will just get life in them and they'll just go and you'll have nothing left. So what I'm going to do is get my little applicator. Now you can just press it like this so you get these little flakes and you can just do that kind of design. But what I want to do is completely cover the nail. And as I put it on, I'm going to rub it. And what you'll get is more of a chrome kind of finish because the more you rub it, the more you burnish the product into the nail. Can you see how shiny and flat that goes? The
flakes sort of like get pressed in and disintegrate into it, don't
they do, and you can grab some off there as well and, you know, use that, don't throw it away. And we haven't used a lot at all.
Yeah, one of those pots is going to last you a long time.
Oh, forever. Just going to get some of those fine particles from that little cap and make sure I'm rubbing over the entire nail so I know that all the spaces have been filled in. I'm going to put that back on and now I can breathe. And then we're going to get our brand new, well, Nao Nails' brand new brush. There are 2 brushes. I will show you them both. So you've got 2 colours. Which is your favourite, Adam?
I think the more subtle pink as it goes with the handle.
This is my favourite too. So what you're going to do is take your dusting brush and give that a real good dust. It's nice and soft, so it's not like, you know, like the normal manicure brushes, because that would take off some of the chrome. So it's nice and soft. And we're going to dust over it so we know there's no loose particles on there. And now we're going to top coat. I mean, you can already see that colour shift. Kind of looks a bit like petrol. Doesn't smell like petrol though, or gasoline. And this is the Urban Graffiti top coat. It has no sticky layer. It's got a nice high shine. I'm going to pop that into the lamp. I've done that one. I'm going to use this one now. So this one looks like it goes purple to like a turquoisey, maybe a little bit gold as well actually. Going to take a clean applicator, pick up the flakes. I'm not going to burnish this one in. I'm just going to tap the product and it will stick to that shiny top coat. Don't worry about like that. It will just stick to that shiny top coat. Don't think to yourself that you need to put this onto a sticky layer. If you do, it will not shine like this. So I'm going to dust over that just to release any particles that are loose, because you don't want that going into your top coat, and you can get that effect. So it's kind of like it's as if it's like cracked. And then I'm going to seal this with the Urban Graffiti top coat. Right, the next one I'm going to use is this green one. And I absolutely love green, to be honest. It's like my favourite colour. But I want to do something slightly different with this. I'm really holding the pot down as I pull this up. And I'm doing it very gently, because the slightest movement and it could all go sadly wrong. So I'll need a black nail again. So I've got my black nail. It needs top coat. It needs to be a top coat that has no sticky layer. So the Urban Graffiti top coat is the best one. Plus it's going over the top of gel polish. So when it's going over the top of gel polish, it needs to have some flex. And that's what this top coat is. It has flex. So let's get the applicator again. And again, you could just tap and get that kind of look that we just did. So you've got that gorgeous blues and greens. But I am going to burnish this one. So in different lights, you'll get different effects. So this one appears blue and green, slightly gold as well. And we'll give it a dust. Oh, look at the colour, so nice. So this one, because it's green and blue, it reminds me of a snake. So, guess what I'm going to do? We're gonna do bubbles. So I've got my bubble solution. I'm sure we'll link below all the millions of bubble nails that we've done, so you can see them in great depth. And I am going to use, I'm going to try anyway, not used this brush before. This is a brand new brush. It's the Urban Graffiti brush, and it's for the Aquagel. So it's got a brush here and it's got a spatula, and that's what I'm going to use. So we're going to take the top coat, put that on. We're going to squeeze some bubbles out onto, oh, way up, way up. There we are, onto the spatula. Put that on, make sure it covers the nail. You can always add more. There we are, make sure we've got it all on. Cover that nail, pop that into the lamp. Gel residue wipe off solution onto a pad. Burst those bubbles. I want to nip off anything that's sticking up. And we have a snake nail. Look at that. The colour is phenomenal as well. Then we've got this one, which is definitely like a royal blue. It turns to purple as well. And we're going to take this one as well, which, if you sort of look at the side of the bottle, you can see has got like a pink and a green and a bronze.
Yeah, it's got like a goldy bronze.
Yeah, it's really nice. Ooh. So I'm going to use this one as well. Oh, wow. I love that. Right, so what I'm going to do is take some of this one that's mainly blue and I'm going to burnish that into this top corner. So you're going to burnish this part and then you're going to pick up flakes and then we're going to tap, 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 tap. So it kind of fades. Make sure that top corner is really burnished in. Can you see? And then we're going to give it a dust. And then we're going to pick up the other colour. Burnish this bottom corner. And then we're going to tap, 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 tap. And give it a little bit of a burnish so they kind of fade together. Going back to my blue, just make sure that's nice. And look at that. Wow. That is pretty awesome. So you can combine these colours together to create a multitude of effects, because that looks stunning. Look at that, that is stunning and so easy. So I'm going to put a coat of Serious Black over the top. So it's a second coat. I'm going to cure it for a few seconds. And we're going to wrinkle. So I'm going to use this silicone tool to wrinkle the gel polish. So this is uncured gel polish. We're just moving it around so it kind of slides on top. We put it in for 5 seconds. So you get that wrinkly effect. And then we're going to do a full cure. Now we're going to add top coat. And we don't want to add loads of top coat. We literally want to skip over. I'm tempted to sort of rub my finger over it, to be honest. To just rub it into those recesses, but not fill them. You don't want to fill the recesses. So you kind of put it on, and I'm going to go in with a fresh finger and just wipe it off a little bit. Now you make sure you clean your fingers. Do not leave that on your finger. So take that gel residue wipe off solution. You can wear gloves. You can do it with a glove if you feel better. Bring that out, and we're going to take this gorgeous colour. Oh, I nearly breathed on it. With the gorgeous, I nearly sent it flying. What we're going to do is we're going to rub the chrome flakes in. We're going to burnish, 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 burnish. And it's going to pick up that wrinkly detail. So make sure you really sort of force it into all those little creases. You want it to really show up those little wrinkles. Oh my God, look at that. Why does it remind me of an alien?
Yeah, it's got that kind of thing, like in the film Alien.
Yeah.
Because they have those, like the alien ship had these like ridges.
Yeah, like that.
Like wrinkles.
And then I'm going to top coat. That'll seal it and it'll also smooth the surface a little bit as well.
So you won't lose the definition.
You won't lose the definition now, no, because you've got the chrome that's sat in those little recesses. So you
could really put a few layers of top coat on so it's completely flat.
And I will put 2 on just to smooth it a little bit. So you know when Adam was giving me grief about saying, think you need glasses? I'm sad to say he was right. I haven't got a
that one again. Oh. I need to get this on my video.
Oh my God.
So was I right, you needed glasses?
Yeah, so I went to the opticians and they did me an eye test. I haven't got a massive prescription. It's only a plus 0.75, but yeah, I need glasses, so Adam was right.
I was right.
You're right. I'm old.
We're all old.
I love. So this is pretty smooth now. If you look out from the side
view.
It's
like encapsulated.
Yeah. We've got a little bit of a bump there, but nothing too bad. That is so cool. What a cool effect. I've done half and half. So you can see what this colour looks like over white and black. So it's like we've got this kind of like iridescent colour. Oh, it is very pretty. And what I'll do first, I'll do the little dab, 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 dab so you can see the flakes. And then I'll burnish it in so you get an effect. Maybe we'll do an ombre of it. Oh. So you get two totally different effects over the black and the white.
Yeah, it's like purple on one side, green on the other.
Yeah. Let's burnish this. Then we're going to tap. Let's top coat this. You can definitely still see the flakes slightly when you burnish, but as we faded it out and we just tapped, you can see the flakes a lot more prominent. On this side, yes, you can still see some of the flakes, but they're not quite as prominent because we burnished in. And then where we tapped, you can see the flakes. But how different do they look? You've kind of got this like mother of pearl kind of effect, or opal effect on the white. And you've got those purples and greens on the black. What's your favourite? Which one's your favourite, Adam?
I think the one that you wrinkled.
I know, me too. Like the alien effect one. I really like that. I do like the bubble nail as well, though.
Nah, I'm sick of bubbles.
So, y'all guys, hope you've enjoyed that video showing you a little bit about the new Chrome Flake collection and how to use it in different ways so it's not just for putting on a nail. There you are. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching, guys. I love it when you watch. I love your comments. I do not read them all. I don't know. Adam reads them all. I read some of them. And I need to read them all more often. I need to comment more. And I know. And I will. I promise. But if you go on my Instagram, I might see them a little bit more because it's less busy than this channel. Because this YouTube channel has that many comments. It's a bit crazy. But I will promise and make a heartfelt promise to you that I will read all the comments. There's just so many.
There's too many.
There's too many.
Even though I read them all.
But thank you for commenting. I do appreciate you watching. So everything I've used today will be listed down below. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.